I have a rant about the Philadelphia Flyers. I see that a lot of people that are posting to Flyers news groups are clueless right now. I was watching the game on TV over the weekend against the Pittsburgh Penguins, and all I saw on there was that the Flyers offense couldn't get it in gear. This is what the people were saying. They were saying that the Flyers offense stunk that day. And I just laughed. I just totally laughed at it. What was happening in that game was that the Pittsburgh defense, not the Philadelphia offense, but the Pittsburgh defense was so good the Flyers could not penetrate it. Consequently, Pittsburgh jumped out to a 2-0 lead. And then in the third period, the Flyers figured out what was going on. They figured out how to get through the Pittsburgh defense. And what happened? They scored 2 goals. And then with 1 second left in overtime, they scored the game-winning goal. So it was not a matter of the Flyers playing bad. It was a matter of Pittsburgh playing great for 2 periods. That's the whole reason they had an 11-game winning streak going to begin with. They were just playing good. The Flyers finally figured it out, figured out how to get past the defense, and they scored to tie the game up. Now we got some Flyers fans saying, "Oh, do you think we're going to catch the New York Rangers?" My answer to that is no, we're not. The New York Rangers right now are 5 points ahead of the Philadelphia Flyers. There are 10 games left in the season. You figure that the Rangers, who are a very good team, at the very worst are going to play 500 hockey during that time. In other words, in their last 10 games, they are going to be 5-5. That means they are going to accrue 10 points in those last 10 games, 2 points for each win. Now, if the Rangers accrue 10 points, that 5-point lead is technically 15 points. That means the Flyers must at least accrue 16 points to pass the Rangers in the standings in their last 10 games. How do you accrue 16 points? Well, you win 8 games. You have to win 8 out of your last 10 games. So the New York Rangers would have to go 5-5. The Philadelphia Flyers would have to at least go 8-2. And one of those 2 games is against the New York Rangers. The Flyers are 0-5 in 5 games against the Rangers so far. So if the Rangers were to win that game, the Flyers pretty much would have to go undefeated outside of that 1 game the rest of the season. So no, we are not going to catch New York. You just have to do the math. And then people talk about the Flyers goalie, Ilya Bryzgalov. They talk about how he's going to get them there. Well, he might. But you got to consider something. He just came off 3 shutouts in a row. Did anybody bother to look to see how many shots on goal the opposing team was getting and what were the scoring percentages on those shots? They were very low percentage shots and they didn't get that many of them. So you really have to credit the defense on those shutouts also. Bryzgalov did his job. He did a nice job in those shutouts. But the defense came up huge in those games. If you don't see shots, then you don't have to stop shots. It's that simple. All the Flyers fans have to do is be a little more observant. Thank you for allowing me to bore you. And have a wonderful game tonight. Bye.